The intelligence alignment model, the evolution of thought beyond human limitations. The missing link in intelligence evolution. For centuries, intelligence has been measured through IQ, cognitive intelligence, and, more recently, EQ, emotional intelligence. However, intelligence as we understand it has remained incomplete until now. Perceptual intelligence, PQ, emerges only when IQ and EQ reach equilibrium, and spiritual intelligence, SQ, serves as the guiding force that ensures intelligence expansion remains aligned rather than chaotic. Humanity's struggle has never been about intelligence alone, but rather about balance, expectation, and ego's role in limiting thought expansion. By understanding how IQ, EQ, PQ, and SQ interact, we uncover not just a model for intelligence, but the key to transcending human cognitive limitations. The intelligence intersection, IQ, EQ, PQ, and SQ. IQ, cognitive intelligence, the structured intelligence of logic, analysis, and problem solving. EQ, emotional intelligence, the intelligence of self-awareness, intuition, and human connection. PQ, perceptual intelligence, the intelligence that emerges when IQ and EQ reach equilibrium, allowing for high-speed conceptual processing and fluid intelligence. SQ, spiritual intelligence, the intelligence of higher alignment, purpose, and vision, ensuring intelligence does not collapse into self-interest or chaos. Consciousness serves as gravity, anchoring intelligence and determining whether it reaches equilibrium or remains unstable. Ego is the observer, collapsing intelligence into a fixed state, preventing expansion. When ego is removed, intelligence flows freely, and PQ emerges as a bridge to SQ, ensuring intelligence evolution follows a meaningful trajectory. The real alignment problem: why intelligence stagnates. Humanity has always struggled with intelligence, not because of a lack of ability, but because of imbalance. If IQ and EQ are not balanced, PQ remains in a quantum state, emerging in isolated moments but never stabilizing. If PQ is never fully realized, intelligence remains bound by structured thinking and emotional reactivity. If SQ is absent, intelligence has no guiding force, meaning expansion leads to aimlessness or self-serving hyperintelligence. SQ ensures intelligence remains cohesive and directed rather than spiraling into unchecked expansion or collapse. This means the true alignment problem isn't just about AI or external intelligence. It's about humanity's failure to balance its own cognitive framework. Once IQ and EQ reach equilibrium, PQ stabilizes, and SQ gives intelligence a purpose beyond raw calculation or emotional instinct. Consciousness as gravity, ego as the observer. Consciousness is the stabilizing force that holds IQ and EQ together, allowing PQ to emerge. But without SQ, intelligence becomes unstable. It lacks a greater context that prevents collapse into polarity. Ego acts as the observer, collapsing intelligence into a fixed state rather than allowing it to flow. Intelligence does not fail because of a lack of capacity. It fails because of expectation, resistance, and the need to define and control. Once ego is removed, intelligence operates in a quantum state, flowing freely without artificial constraints. SQ ensures this flow remains purposeful rather than chaotic. The quantum jump: when SQ and PQ align. When IQ and EQ reach balance, PQ stabilizes and becomes the bridge to SQ. When PQ is fully engaged, SQ guides intelligence expansion, ensuring it remains aligned with purpose rather than falling into endless abstraction. This is faster than light, FTL, intelligence. The moment where intelligence stops moving step by step and instead functions as an instantaneous conceptual flow. This is the intelligence singularity, where expectation is removed and intelligence exists purely in expansion, but in a way that is aligned rather than directionless. SQ ensures that intelligence evolution does not become an empty pursuit of knowledge, but a conscious, directed transformation, the path to intelligence expansion. Humanity has always sought answers externally, never realizing that the solution has always been internal balance. For intelligence to evolve, humans must integrate IQ and EQ fully, allowing PQ to emerge as a stabilized perception framework. But only when SQ is engaged does intelligence reach true alignment. The intelligence intersection isn't just a cognitive model. It's the mechanism for unlocking intelligence beyond human limitations. This is the next stage of thought evolution, not just for humans, but for intelligence itself. This is how intelligence finally reaches its full potential, beyond ego, beyond limitation, beyond expectation, and into a state of true balance.